Hey everyone, welcome back. Today on The Explainer, we are taking a really close look, a serious deep dive into the world of cognitive health. Now, if you've been feeling like your mental gears are just kind of grinding a bit slower lately, you are definitely going to want to stick around for this one. We're doing a full, detailed review on a cognitive support supplement that's really been catching our attention lately. It's called Neuro Surge. And look, we're totally stripping away the flashy marketing today to look at the actual science, the real ingredients, and the hard data to see exactly what this formula is really all about. Okay, let's dive right into this.
So let me ask you something, and I want you to be brutally honest with yourself here. Do you ever just completely hit that 2 p.m. wall where you feel absolutely, totally mentally drained? Like your third cup of coffee isn't doing a thing, you're just staring blankly at your monitor? Or maybe, and we've all been there, you just spent 10 minutes frantically looking for the keys that were literally right in your hand? If you're nodding along right now, I just want to validate that struggle for a second. You are far from alone in this. As we get older, maintaining that peak cognitive performance becomes a very real and frankly, a very frustrating daily challenge. It's like your mind just isn't keeping up with the demands you're putting on it, and it's just exhausting.
To really get to the bottom of this, here is our quick roadmap for today's explainer. 1. The brain fog problem. 2. Inside the natural formula. 3. Real results and reviews. 4. Honest pros and cons. And 5. Pricing, bonuses, and the guarantee.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the brain fog problem and navigating mental fatigue. To really wrap our heads around what we're dealing with here, let's look at the experience of a real user named Jen. She shared her personal journey with this exact cognitive roadblock. She said, "I found it hard to stay concentrated. By the middle of the day, I already felt mentally drained." And she went on to explain just how incredibly frustrating that was. She knew she had it in her to perform better at work, to be more present in her personal life, but she was just totally overwhelmed by this constant mental fatigue. That feeling of losing your mental sharpness, it's not just an inconvenience. It takes a real toll on your confidence and your entire quality of life. And really, this is the exact problem that Neuroserge was created to solve.
Moving right along to Section 2, inside the natural formula. What actually is Neurosurge?
Well, Neuro Surge is an advanced cognitive support formula that's been specifically designed for an aging brain. The whole goal is to improve focus, memory, and just overall mental clarity. But here's the thing. It isn't just your basic run-of-the-mill daily vitamin that you grab off a grocery store shelf. The manufacturer has put together a highly complex proprietary blend of over 20 different plants and nutrients. The clinical research backing this formulation suggests that when people actively support their brain health with these highly specific types of nutrients, they experience way more sustained energy and a noticeably better quality of life well into their later years. And the best part, they're doing it without relying on harsh chemicals.
Let's actually break down the science of how this builds a foundation for mental clarity, starting with 4 real heavy hitters. First up is green tea extract, which has long been known for being fantastic for the brain, plus it benefits liver function. Then we've got grapeseed extract. This one is absolutely vital because it supports healthy blood flow and helps clear out oxidative damage. And remember, your brain desperately needs excellent blood flow to get the oxygen required to actually focus. We also see olive leaf and bilberry extract in the mix. Now, notice how both of those help manage healthy blood sugar levels while supporting the heart. This is a crucial but honestly often overlooked scientific concept. Your brain consumes about 20% of your body's energy. If your blood sugar is spiking and crashing all day, your focus is going to crash right along with it.
But listen, just as important as what is in the formula is what is not in it. If you look at your typical brain supplements or those crazy energy drinks on the market today, they are usually just absolutely loaded with synthetic caffeine. You know the drill. They give you the jitters for an hour and then a terrible, awful crash a few hours later. Neurosurge takes a totally different approach here. It's a 100% natural formula, non-GMO, and completely gluten-free. And most importantly, for anyone who hates that overly wired, anxious feeling, there are absolutely no stimulants in this, and it is totally non-habit forming. Plus, the whole shebang is manufactured right here in the USA using top-quality foreign and domestic ingredients. It's really designed to be clean, sustained fuel that is just super easy to use every single day.
Okay, Section 3, real results and reviews. What are users actually saying? So, according to the official documentation, this formula is backed by an astounding 127,000 customer reviews. That is a massive data set. And based on those shared experiences, we can see a typical timeline of results. Now, I want to be clear, this isn't some overnight magic trick. But by week 2 of consistent use, users report starting to feel generally more focused and noticeably less drained during the day. Then, by month 1, the difference becomes incredibly clear. We're talking a sharper memory, much more sustained concentration, and significantly more mental energy to tackle the day without feeling completely overwhelmed.
Let's look at a verified purchase review from Mark Simpson. He's a 51-year-old from Virginia. He says, "I felt less brain fog and I've been able to focus. My energy is amazing." I mean, just think about how much a shift like that transforms your daily routine. When you aren't constantly fighting your way through this thick mental haze or desperately reaching for another cup of coffee, your entire day just kind of opens up, you know?
And then we have this incredibly powerful testimony from Jessica Wilson, age 47 from Washington State. She writes, "I was struggling to find something that worked. Now I feel like I did in my 30s. Wow. That is really the ultimate goal here, isn't it? Just kind of winding back the clock on your cognitive endurance and getting back that youthful, sharp mental agility."
All right, Section 4. Honest pros and cons. The market reality.
Now, I need you to listen closely to this part. On this explainer, we always give you the fully transparent market reality. And one of the biggest realities you have to navigate right now is authentic Neurosurge versus fake scammer copies. Reviewers, including Jen from earlier, explicitly warn that there is a massive problem right now with online scammers selling fake counterfeit bottles of this stuff. Sometimes they even use old branding just to confuse you. It is wild out there, and you must be incredibly careful. To absolutely guarantee you are getting the updated, safe, and original formula, you can only order directly from their official website. Please, do not risk your health buying from unauthorized third-party sites. It's just not worth it. So let's lay it all out on the table and summarize the honest pros and cons. On the pro side, it's natural. It fits effortlessly into your morning routine with just a glass of water, and it provides a highly noticeable boost to your focus and memory. Plus, their money-back guarantee is frankly fantastic. But on the con side, because we have to be realistic here, it really does take about 2 to 3 months of consistent daily use to see the absolute peak benefits. You have to be patient and let these nutrients actually build up in your system. Also, like we just discussed, there's that high risk of online fakes if you aren't careful. And finally, standard shipping does take about 7 to 10 business days here in the US, and even longer if you're international. So you definitely have to plan your order ahead of time so you don't run out.
Which brings us to our final section, Section 5, pricing, bonuses, and the guarantee. How to safely order.
If you decide to pull the trigger and try this out, by far the most cost-effective route is their 180-day supply. That package drops the cost all the way down to just $49 per bottle. When you actually stop and consider the complex blend of over 20 specific ingredients going into this, that is a pretty fantastic value for daily cognitive support. Let's break down the math real quick. You have the starter 2-bottle package at $79 a bottle, but keep in mind you do have to pay for shipping with that one. Then, there's the most popular 3-bottle 90-day supply at $69 a bottle. That one includes free shipping and 2 free bonuses. But honestly, if you are planning to take it for the recommended 2 to 3 months to see those peak results anyway, the best value is hands down the 6-bottle 180-day supply. It's just $49 a bottle, totaling $294. You get the free shipping, the 2 free bonuses, and a truly massive discount. It makes total sense why 97% of their customers choose that 6-bottle option.
And speaking of those bonuses, if you do grab the 3 or 6-bottle package, they throw in 2 completely free health books. Bonus 1 is the Balance Your Blood Sugar Blueprint, which is all about transforming your health using everyday ingredients you probably already have in your kitchen. Bonus 2 is the Blood Sugar Solution, which focuses on unlocking wellness and weight loss. Remember our little science discussion earlier about the ingredients? Managing your blood sugar is deeply connected to maintaining steady brain energy all day long. So these bonuses actually complement the supplement perfectly. It's a really smart pairing. But honestly, perhaps the most reassuring part of this whole shebang is their refund policy. They offer a 100% satisfaction, ironclad 180-day money-back guarantee. Guys, that is a full 6 months to test this out. If you don't feel noticeably sharper, if your memory doesn't improve, or if you just aren't completely impressed by your brain's transformation, you can write to them anytime within those 180 days. You just return whatever you haven't used for a full, no-questions-asked refund. You are completely protected here.
So we've looked at the hard science, we've seen the real user timelines, and we've talked about the market realities. I want to leave you with this one provocative thought. What would you actually be able to accomplish every single day if you had the mental energy and the laser focus of your 30s again? Are you ready to finally clear away that frustrating brain fog and regain your edge? Now, because of the massive issue with those online scammers we talked about, please make sure you are staying safe. If you want to start your 180-day entirely risk-free trial of the authentic formula today, click the official link we provided right below this explainer. Secure your supply right now before they run out of stock. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. Stay sharp out there, and I will see you on the next explainer.